What's going on, everybody? This your boy Krizis 20, and today I want to take time out with you guys so that y'all can fully understand Dormammu's spell creations that he can cause mix-ups with. Alright? Or you can extend his combos with. Alright? So, let's get down to it. Alright. Half circle backwards L is his destruction spell. Alright? That's his more of an explosion spell. Alright? That's his explosion. And then when you do half circle backwards medium, that's more of the aerial damage that he does. You know, it's more aerial damage. Alright, so let's take this a step at a time. Alright, so if you build up your hand if you build up the destruction once, you have to use half circle backwards hard to use it. Alright? Even if you build it up twice, you have to hit half circle backwards hard to use it. Alright? Now, knowing that, okay, if you build it up 3 times, it will cause a massive explosion. And this is full screen. Alright, so check this out. Alright, just so that you guys can know. Alright, and then you could chain into it with chaotic flame. Alright, now for the creation side, creation once will cause a spike. Creation 2 will cause a chain of spikes. Alright? And you can chain into it by, you can do something like this. If you hit, remember, even for the creation spells, if it's 1 or 2, then you have to use half circle backwards hard to use these specific moves that I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to hit half circle backwards. I'm going to hit half circle backwards hard, and then you could chain into it like that. Okay, or you could probably do the dark hole and then go into chaotic flame. Either one's fun. So when you do not have any energy in your palm stored up, and then you hit half circle backwards hard, it does a pop, like an energy pop, and that causes a little damage, whatever, 80,000. So now, if you mix the two, now this is where it becomes a little tricky, so bear with me. If you start off with power of the creation and then power of destruction, okay, if you do those two and then you hit half circle backwards hard, you're going to get a small meteor. In order to use it, you have to hit half circle backwards hard in order to use the mini form of it. Alright, now if you do creation twice and then do 1 destruction, it'll cause a more damage meteor that comes down. It's more damage this time. Okay, now if you do power of the creation twice and then you do power of the then you do destruction once, and then you go and then you start to go do it twice, which is half circle backwards L. Alright, it causes a meteor shower too. Alright, pretty much covers the full screen right in front of him. Now, if you were to start off with the destruction first, okay, and then go into power the creator twice, and then you hit half circle backwards hard, it causes a meteor shower. Okay, cause a meteor shower. If you start off with the destruction twice and then go into the power of this creator, and then you press power of the creator again, which is half circle backwards medium, it's gonna cause an OTG. Alright. And then you could chain into it too. You could chain into it by doing this. Oh shoot. So remember, to activate it, you don't have to hit half circle backwards hard. You could hit half circle backwards medium. I think, yeah, half circle backwards medium, and then it'll cause the OTG. Let me see. Yeah. Alright, so remember. Then power of this creator, and then creator again, OTG. And then I'm messing up right now. Hold on. And then you could chain into it like that. So alright, you could chain into it like that. Alright, so it's gonna look something like that. Now, I believe that's pretty much all his spells that he has. He's just got so many different ways to cause damage on an opponent, it's not even funny. But either it depends on what you start off with, and then it depends on what you get, you know. So if you start off with the creator, and then you start going into the destructions, you're gonna get a meteor. And if you start off with the destructions and end off with the meteor, and you end off with the creation, you get an OTG. Alright, so that's pretty much all his spells in one, guys. So if you do half circle backwards medium 3 times, or creation 3 times, it's going to cause this move right here. Now this move basically keeps you grounded so that you can't jump for 5 seconds or 300 frames. Alright, if you were to do this in the air and teleport it and do half circle backwards hard while having all 3 creations stored, it has 11 to 24 invincibility frames. Alright, so keep that in mind when using the 3 creation spells. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys about Dormammu is that when you attack in the corner with Dormammu and you do his flame super move, make sure after you do the flame super move, you mash the light button so that you can get the extra damage after it's finished. So you wanted to do that, and then you want to follow it up with a potential grab in the air, because it's technically a reset, and you could try to grab the character in the air after you do the light punch. But make sure that every time you're close enough, after you do the chaotic flame, just make sure you add the light in there for the extra damage real quick, because that's key, just in case you need it. And then after you do it, you can go after him for the reset. So I'm gonna show you guys how it's actually done. Alright, so it's gonna look something like that. So you're just technically causing the light to do for the extra damage. Then you're gonna go after him by jumping towards him and then hitting hard, the forward hard, to grab him in the air to try to cause a reset. And then you can do it right all over again. Alright, so you can just keep doing that, and and just make sure you keep it in your repertoire, because that's a must. That's like an automatic for Dormammu when you're playing as him. All right, so I just want to keep you guys in tune with that particular thing. So make sure you guys always do it. It's a must. Also, there's another trick to Dormammu. All right, if you are in a predicament where you are Dormammu and you are in a predicament where you are the last character left, okay, and you just killed off the second character on the opponent's squad, and it's just you and him left, one-on-one. He doesn't have his X factor. He doesn't have his X factor, but you do. This is going to be key for Dormammu. What you want to do is, since you have the advantage with Dormammu's X factor level 3 and you have a couple levels on you, you want to spam, all right? You want to spam as much Stalker Flames as possible. Now, even if the opponent is blocking, which most likely you want him to do, you want him to block, because it's almost guaranteed a KO, because every time that you spam Stalker Flame, it's going to do 216,000 points of chip when guarded each time. So if you have a couple of Stalker Flames on you, it's an unavoidable KO. Basically, it's just a cheap way out. So I just want you guys to know that as well, because it's part of its arsenal and it's there so that you guys can use it too. All right, so if you're in a tough bind and and you're in a situation where he doesn't have his X factor, you do, you're the only opponent left, he's the only opponent left, go ahead and just chip away at him. If you have like a good couple of meters on you, just chip away at him and he's going to block, which is what you want. So that's another little tactic of Dormammu too. Also keep in mind that Dormammu's mix-up potential is very, very good if you use the right particular move. I mean, you can technically do any assist, but he's more predominantly known to be more of a problem when he has people backing him up that has beam assists, such as Doom's beam, Iron Man's unibeam, or even Taskmaster's arrows, all right, or Thor's spark, all right, same stuff, and he is pretty damaging from that. Some crap like that. Just make sure that when you press the assist button, you're gonna press the assist button, you want Thor to come out, okay? As soon as you press the assist button, you go right on the other side. As soon as you press it. So when you press it, boom, go right on the other side. Even if you do it a little late, you can still catch something off of it. But your point is you don't want to catch it off late. You want it on point. Okay? You want it on point. Alright, some junk like that. So you can always create an easy combo from this type of mix-up. So once you do the mass change, I forgot the name of the teleport is mass change. So the light version, it just goes a little above the opponent, but it always stays in front. If you do mass change, which is Dragon Punch, backwards Dragon Punch, and then light, it puts you in front. If you do Dragon Punch medium, it puts you behind the opponent, all right? And if you do Dragon Punch hard, I believe it puts you above the opponent, right above the opponent. You can use mass change hard also to do the assist too, to cause an overhead. So to call the overhead, you can do Dragon Punch hard and just hit the opponent right there with the hard to cause an overhead attack So that way, in case they're blocking low and they're not blocking high back, then they're more sustainable for the hit. You know, and just continue it like that. You know, some crap like that, and then you'll get it off that way too. So you can use mass change medium or hard to cause some mix-up potential. All right, so keep that in mind. So I hope this helped you out a lot. You know, I hope this helped you out. This your boy Krizis 20. It's the end of my tutorial, and I'll see you guys at another tutorial. Peace.